Hey everybody, so I'm just going through now. I've got my L3 male that I received from Titan Monster Beetle Shop. Look at this guy. Look at that face. What a cute little face he's got. Oh, this is our next champion. Now before he digs away, look how clean he is. Those spots are bright and vivid. You don't see any mites or any marring or fouling on the skin. It's just beautiful. All those little hairs. He uses to help wiggle his way through the dirt. This is my own blend that I have. It's mostly flake soil mixed with apparently a piece of little plastic there. Mixed with oak, flake, sawdust. Let's see if I can zoom on that. You can see the newer sawdust is a lighter color. The sawdust that I've been sitting and kind of composting is that darker color. And then I have a light mix of oak and maybe some maple, rotted wood matter that I put through a food processor and then mixed in with my own compost that I made. Started it 2 winters ago. I did have a new batch of flake soil going. However, somewhere along the lines I got a contaminant and ruined the batch. So they're kind of in this like proprietary mix, I guess you would say. Until I did order some monster flake soil that's coming. So hopefully that'll boost them up and they'll get super big and be nice sized beetles. So when I received my larva from Titan Monsters, they come in like souffle cups. I guess about that big. Decent size for shipping. Definitely can't keep them in there, but they come labeled. They've got the species and then the stage and male or female. I just take those off the souffle lids and tape them onto the containers. So it's a Chalcosoma atlas, male, an L3, and then the male symbol. That's kind of how you interpret that. I've got his lid color coded for me. I do have another male. It's an L2. He's not quite blue lid status. He's working his way there. But he's definitely well on his way. So in this shipment I was trying to get half and half, L3 males, L3 females. They didn't have two L3 males in stock, so I did receive an L2 and was made well aware of the situation as soon as I ordered. And big ups to Titan Monster Beetle Shop on their communication and helping me out. Made sure that I got close to what I wanted. So I did receive 3 females, 2 males, in replacement of the half and half. Now, just a size comparison on the males. Let's see if I can find him real quick. I did just have him out. This is round 2 of the video. I ran out of space on my phone. They are substantially fast diggers. This is about a half-gallon container that each larva is in. Ooh, made a mess. And he's dug to the bottom in the time that I've rotated him out. I just had him out, so they don't wait around very long. When you're going through your larva like this, you want to make sure that you're taking it nice and slow, going thin layer by thin layer. You don't want to gouge them. I use a spoon. I know some people are going to not really like that, but you saw the mandibles on the L3 male, and they're not afraid to use them. So how is he in there? I don't want to hurt him. That's another thing, guys. Don't ever risk hurting your larva in the name of a YouTube video. So he is a little bit smaller in size, as you can see here. So he's just going to fit in this normal size teaspoon. You can see those mandibles he's got there. They're not exactly huge on our L2. However, I would say that they are comparable to probably one of the worst wasp stings that you're ever going to have, and then also have a chunk of flesh removed, possibly. It's not fun, so beware of that. But if you can see, he's got such little tiny spots on him. They're not quite as large as the male, but super clear and very nice. So I checked each one of these larvae when I received them. You can see just how clean his body is. I'm always worried about contaminations and mites and things like that. And if you don't know about the mites these guys can get, there's a really good video on YouTube about how to get rid of them. I can't remember the channel that it's on, but he is I think he's in Thailand or Taiwan maybe. He's another big beetle YouTuber, and he goes through kind of how he addresses the mites. And so what you'll see in all these cracks and creases and indentations, what you see is kind of like a light pink, kind of beige looking dust, or like plaque almost, and that would be mites. So be very aware of that. I have not had any issue with Titan Monster Beetle Shop. They are phenomenal. So super clean, just super nice specimens every time that I order from them. So highly recommend them. They are out of Taiwan, and you can contact them on Facebook, and just kind of DM them. The link to their stock site is in the About section on their Facebook. You just follow that link and see what they have in stock, and then DM them your order on Facebook. Again, each larva comes in its own souffle cup, labeled Chocosoma atlas. It's a male. It's supposed to be a male symbol. I'll give him a pass on that one. It's kind of hard to write that small, but he's an L2. And then compared to the L3, they are color coded. Looks like, for the most part. There's one that isn't really written in different color pen, but they are clearly labeled, each souffle lid. I highly recommend keeping each larva in their own container. I had a catastrophe with my last breeding pair of larvae. I lost them being due to sharing a split container. They can and will get through dividers. I will put that out there. I have no idea how they do it, but they do it. So that was the males. Maybe go through one of the females real quick here. I'm not going to have too much time left on this video due to storage space. But just so you can compare the L3 males and females that I received. And just so you guys give me a pass on the soil here, I do have more flake soil coming. And it does seem a bit dry today. The reason I'm doing this video today is because I'm aware of that, and they will be getting rewatered. You want your soil to stick together and clump. This is just getting to the point to where it won't clump anymore. And there's some really good videos on keeping larvae on YouTube that you can look into that detail that. There she is. Can you see her? There she is. Hey, little lady. Alright. So you can see how big she is compared to this regular teaspoon. And she's a little aggravated. This is the second time I've dug her out. Again, this is my second round on this video. Let's see if I can show you her cute face. And she's gonna play like that. Okay. Well, again, super nice, clear markings. Hold on. I'm not done. Very nice color. There's her cute face. Look at that. Those pinchers, whew, the mandibles on these guys are quite substantial. The last time I was digging her out, she tried to take a chunk out of the spoon, to no avail, but nonetheless, the effort was there. They can be quite aggressive, seeing as they're little tiny meat balloons. They will use their defense that they can. So she's trying to get down in there. I'm going to let her dig back down. I don't want to disturb her anymore. So they just need to usually find their orientation of which way's down. And then very, very quickly they will hide themselves down into the material. I really recommend, I mean, from my experience, something that helps keep moisture. You can put some peat moss in with the mix, and that works out. I like to use a little bit more like sphagnum moss. I run that through a chopper and chop it up, mix it in with the compost and the sawdust there. Helps retain more moisture and keep the humidity level high for them. And like I said, this will be replaced here on the next time that they change their soil. If you're new to larva keeping, you have to bear in mind that the soil that they live in is their food, their home, and their bathroom, their toilet. So, consistent rotations of their soil is pretty essential. And when you're rotating that soil, I recommend digging them out, checking them over, making sure that they haven't sustained any injuries to themselves. Check them for mites. Then check their color. You want this really nice creamy coloration on the main body, a nice amber color on the legs, and all these little spots here are nice and deep colored, kind of ambered, and that there's no like dusting in any of the cracks and creases of their body. Oh, yeah, we got a little too close. Sorry, girl. And then a lot of times, like on the spot on their head there, around the collar of their head joint, and then on all the little spots that they have, you can really clearly see if they have mites. So make sure you check that. And she's losing her orientation, so I'm going to flip her right back down in here where she was. There you go. Right back down in there. Okay. I'll give her a little boost. I don't want to stress her out any more than I already have. Okay. And that's the females, you guys. I do have two more, but for sake of time, I'm just going to show you the three. But very happy with my order that I received this last time. They take great care, and I highly recommend them for any of your orders. They do have quite a large list of species that they provide. So check them out, and let me know in the comments down below if you guys want to see a follow-up videos on these guys as they go along. I'll try to remember to track their progress for you guys and kind of do little updates as they go through the stages. The L2 is going to go up to L3. L3 is going to go up to a pupate stage here in probably a couple months, maybe a month or two, hopefully.